Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly advice readings for the week starting October 3rd, 2016, and this is for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. So as always, keep in mind that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching or not in the same way. You can watch your moon or rising sign readings for additional messages, or if you're interested you can get a private reading specific to you, and the link to that is in the description box below. But for now, try to keep an open mind and take away the messages that make sense to you in this general reading. Okay, so your overall energy for the entire week, if I can pick up the card, is the Knight of Rods. And so with the Knight of Rods, this is good energy. Okay, it talks about progress, moving forward. It could represent house moves, or it could represent changing your jobs. It could represent advancement in career, advancement within your job, climbing up the ladder, so to speak. It could also represent travel for some of you. You could also be dealing with another fire sign this week, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and this can be their sun sign, moon, or rising sign. And this person may come into your life out of nowhere this week. Kind of sweep you off your feet is what happens when the Knight of Rods is around. Just try to go with the flow this week, make the best of this energy and keep this momentum going, but at the same time try not to be too impulsive this week, because that's what the Knight of Rods can also be, someone who's impulsive and just goes for things and doesn't take the time to think things through, and before you know it he's either lost in the middle of nowhere because he kind of lost the path, or can't really remember why he started something in the first place, you know what I mean? So it's trying to be grounded and practical this week is going to be great for you, but there's definitely a lot of energy of progress and change and moving forward within existing situations in your life. When it comes to career and finances, we have the Hangman. So with career and finances, okay, what I'm seeing for this week is for some of you, you may experience some time off. You may have some time off this week. For others, this could be a bit of a quiet time at work. It can also be that you're not all that focused on work necessarily. It can be that there's a lot going on around you, but emotionally or mentally you're just in a different place this week. I could get, I get that as well for some of you. This could also be kind of suspending your spending for the week. Which is good, because you're going to have to find the balance between the impulse to go ahead and do something with the Knight of Rods, or definitely, about spending your money, and then the balance between that and the Hangman in terms of, hold on, take a minute, do I really need this? Then yes, okay, buy it. If I can wait, okay, let's wait and see if I really want this, okay? This is also news coming to you after a time of pause, is also what I'm getting with the Hangman. And it could be about a property. So if you work in real estate, I feel that this is news about a property for you that you've been waiting on for a while with the Hangman. But it can also represent taking time off this week, like I say, just taking some time to rest. Or some of you are moving this week, and so you're taking time off work to sort that out, okay? And it's definitely about information coming to you this week, definitely. And you don't really have to do a lot for this information. It just kind of finds its way to you. It's useful information, you can apply it. So definitely kind of go with the flow and keep your antennas out for whatever information you're missing at this time, because I feel like it will come to you, because this is also about illumination, enlightenment. In your home and family sector, we have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, it could definitely represent good news about a house, good news about finances, okay, if you've applied for mortgages or loans, or loans for your studies, loans for acquiring property or furniture, even a car for some of you is what I'm getting with the Knight of Rods as well. I feel like this is wonderful news coming to you this week, and as a result, you can go ahead, move with this situation, okay? You can act on this situation, so you can either move or acquire a second home, or a holiday home as well for some of you. You could actually be moving to be closer to someone's school, or closer to someone's job. maybe you're changing jobs, and that's why the Hangman shows up, because you're in the process of changing jobs this week, and this is the transition week, and you're going to start in the new place later in the week or next week. And so this is all about sorting out your finances, your property, where you live, what that's going to be like, okay? But it's definitely good news about money coming into the home, and good news about studies or exam results or anything like that. When it comes to your emotional life and love life, we have the Tower. So the Tower with the Knight of Rods, for some of you, this is a cautioning in terms of don't be impulsive. Think things through, because this is a bit of explosive energy. This is a bit of an overreaction or a tendency to overreact this week, so just be mindful of that. For those of you, the Knight of Rods definitely talks about passion, and the Tower could absolutely represent sensual experiences, you know, lots of fire, lots of passion, lots of heat within a relationship. And so the Tower could represent that for some of you. Maybe, you know, your partner's coming to visit you, or this is someone coming to see you with the Page of Rods, definitely, or you're going to see them to reconnect. And there's also physical connection there as well. That could be what this Tower represents. And for others of you, it's definitely a shake-up. It's a wake-up call, a shock. So it could be that this Page of Rods person, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, comes out of nowhere and completely shocks you in terms of, oh my God, I never thought I would like this person, and yet I like them so much. But also what I would say with the Knight of Rods is be mindful. The Knight of Rods doesn't really settle down, okay? He's kind of in and out, hello and goodbye. So just be mindful, you know, that could be what's going on for some of you. So try to not get your hopes up, because the Tower can also represent an illusion that is crashing down. In other words, if you thought the Knight of Rods was there to stay, for some of you, not for everyone, obviously this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone, but for some of you it does talk about, you know, this person's not here to stay, so try to go with the flow, but don't get your hopes up, because you're going to have a wake-up call when this person is gone, okay? But overall, I am getting lots of passion, so that's good, okay? And for your health and well-being, we have the Page of Swords. So you have 2 pages in your reading, so definitely a lot of information and communication. The Page of Swords is talking about things being brought to light, okay? The truth being revealed is what I'm getting. Test results. For some of you, this is news of a procedure that has been scheduled for you or for someone close to you. Potentially to do with either circulation or movement, or how you get around, or agility, okay, or something like that is what I'm getting in the body. This is good news though, okay? They found what the problem is, they can fix it, okay? It's nothing to be afraid of, and I'm getting that if this is a procedure, then it's not too serious, you know what I mean? And it's going to be okay. The Knight of Rods talks about moving on from a situation. It talks about progress, moving forward, okay? So it's about being able to move. So if that's an issue for you, I feel like it's going to be resolved entirely or mostly by the end of the week, and you're going to receive news really soon on how that is going to happen. And it doesn't have to be a procedure. It can just be, we know what this is the treatment for you, or we know what this is, you need to do this and this and this, and that will greatly help you, if not just eliminate the problem altogether, is what I'm picking up on. But there you have it. That's your week. It looks like a really good week, okay? Overall, lots of progress, lots of action, money news, okay? Good news coming in for you. So just watch the spending spree tendency and your tendency to overreact this week, okay? To be impulsive and just blow a fuse or anything like that. Try to focus on the here and now, and communicate clearly, and also clear up communication with everyone around you, so that you don't feel the need to stand up and defend yourself, or stand up and shout at someone, or correct anyone, because maybe they didn't mean anything by what they said, okay? So it's just about being tempered with the Tower and the Knight of Rods in your emotions, okay? Just about trying to be calm and realistic, thinking things through before we act. So overall, I do feel like it's a good week. Let me know how it goes for you, okay? Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all your support. And I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.